Take the scarf off, not to tap or something.
Yeah, probably.
Hi, my name is Janine Huizinga and I'm the head of the Department for Interactive Media Design, short IMD. And in our department we look at technology as a creative tool but also as a social tool. And we investigate and critique the effect it has both on the natural environment but also on us as human beings. We have 4 years. In the first year, and I'll do it like this, we say explore. With this we mean in the first year it's quite a tough year. It's not for the faint-hearted because you have to learn a lot of skills. So you have to explore lots of tools, you get a lot of short assignments. It's really understanding how you can use technology as a tool to conceptualize a world that possibly now still lives in your mind, but is feasible to show to other people.
It's been great so far. The teachers are very experienced artists that are not only active as a teacher, but also as an artist outside of the KABK. So they are always able to give you really fresh insight on how the daily art scene is at the moment, and they can give you a lot of inspirations and influences so to further expand your work and also your horizons as a student.
I think some of the skills that we develop in IMD, weaving,
Coding,
electronics, programming.
a lot of design programs.
So like Photoshop, Illustrator, Adobe Animate. We also learn Cinema 4D and 3D programs.
Blender is a really important one.
That's one of the 3D ones. There's a possibility for Ableton, which is like sound design.
You learn how to deal with constructive feedback and how to use it for further projects.
How to make prototypes in all the workshops, so metal, wood, textile, any kind of material you want.
You learn how to socialize with different students of different years.
Dumpster diving.
Year 2, define. Remember all those tools that you've learned in the first year? Now you're going to apply them. You're going to conceptualize, create projects, work with clients and work alone using these tools.
The first 2 years have been really about learning and getting myself familiar with different softwares, mediums, and also just learning the possibilities of combining them however I see fit. So I guess the first 2 years have been just a lot of like opening my eyes to all the possibilities, also getting out of my comfort zone like a lot, because your peers and your teachers and through the feedback sessions you will really be pushed towards like getting out of your comfort zone really.
It is a stereotype that we are always like surrounded by cables and like computers because we use it as a tool, but it's not really like the main focus of the study. Like we also use different kind of materials. It is very conceptually based as well, so you really learn to develop like your own concept, like you said, like touch very like strong topics and real topics in society, and you can also express your own personal desires or like stories in your projects, which is something that I really like. It's really like up to you to decide what's gonna become of your work, let's say. Yeah.
Year 3, establish your identity. Tools and concepts now come together and you're going to work independently or for a client if you wish, and prepare yourself to go on an internship or an exchange.
I guess the third year is very practical, preparing you for the real world technicality, but also you get to do whatever you want finally. So yeah, that's very fun for me.
Yeah, I remember from experience as a teacher and student that there is quite a change of pace in the first 2 years to the last 2 years. And the first 2 years are very intense with like small assignments. You have a lot to deliver in a week, and and then slowly changes to more time, longer assignments, more research also. So we expect the students to dive more into the theory of what they want to engage with.
And then in the fourth year, It's actually apply. So you've done the skills, you've done the positioning, so conceptualization with the skills, then working independently and for a company, and now you are going to bring it all together in your final project and your thesis, where you really show us that you are ready to go into the professional field.
When I assess students' work, I look, so first the intent, I think, what did the person, what does the person want to do, how and why. I think the why are quite important, especially as you're advancing in the studies. And execution also, how's the product of this intent, and definitely the goal of it, and the general awareness of the students towards this work. So like this set of questions that you should ask yourself: the why, the how, also like the context that you're doing something with. So and then I think lastly I would value a personal touch. So if I see that all this is catered towards making the personality of the student, or at least the intent of the student, clear, that would be the final thing that I consider when I assess someone's work.
Personally, for me, coming from a Latin country into the Netherlands, I dealt a lot with the topics of violence and social injustice. Because that was quite shocking for me when I came here. It felt very safe for me, and it felt very like I could just do a lot of things that I normally couldn't do at home. So that was something that I kept coming up in my work. So that's what I mean with like it's very based on the individual, because we all come from very different backgrounds. It is a very international school, and everyone has super different interests, and the assignments are they're not vague per se, but they're open enough that you can take your own interpretation to them.
And that is interactive media design for you. So if you want to make a change and have impact on society and the natural environment, you really have to come to IMD. Thank you.